The Best of Sports Bloopers brings you sports action that's in a league of its own. Watch and wonder as we present a lineup of hilarious sports action. Basketball bozos, wrestling wackos, bruising boxers, goofy golfers, four-wheeling fun, high-speed stunts, the darlings of roller derby, skiing spectaculars, and gymnastics spasmatics. It's everything a sports blooper show should be and more. This show features some of the most forgettable, laughable, futile feats in sports history. Call your fellow fan friends and invite them over for a super sports laugh-off. It's the Best of Sports Bloopers. Basketball at its best is a fluid ballet featuring quickness, power, and silky smooth moves. The game is an outlet of athletic expression for some truly gifted players. On the other side of the court are some hoopsters who've yet to master the game. Players still working on fundamentals like catching, dribbling, and tying their hoop shoes. When these guys get a shot, it's time to panic in the paint. Here's an exceptional sequence illustrating some ball handling techniques first developed by three bumbling ball players by the name of Larry, Moe, and Curling. We bring you some of those wild and crazy guys of pro wrestling as they operate on one another with some classic wrestling techniques. It's really a spectacle to watch these very large men dressed in tights, capes, and masks as they conduct a macho battle of brawn and brute strength. It's pure vaudeville drama as good guys battle bad guys to the delight of crowds crazy over every gimmick, dirty trick, and stupid stunt. These guys really go all out in the ring as they conduct this free-for-all featuring flying body slams, pull punches, eye gouging, sleeper holds, and tag team tactics, all in the name of a good show. Maulers and Brawlers is another installment of some classic wrestling action. This is some of the best entertainment on TV since the debut season of Hee Haw. Watch these guys throw caution to the wind and wreck each other in the ring. Motorsports features a more real glimpse at some terrifying damage that can occur when high-powered machines lose it on the track. A combination of lethal speed and human error can result in some incredibly scary moments on racetracks across America. That feature out-of-the-ordinary racing stunts and some nearly fatal finishes. Four-wheelers come in all sorts of shapes, types, and sizes. Some race in the mud, others like to go over the top, while some attempt stunts that are just downright dangerous. Drag racing calls for full throttle speed, burning rubber, and awesome action as these wild wheels get out of control. Nothing in all of sports can compare to the majestic sight of a skier masterfully weaving a tight path down a snow-covered slope in complete control. If you want that kind of stuff, wait for the Winter Olympics. On this show, you get to see skiers and ski jumpers tumbling, falling, and generally making fools of themselves, all for your viewing pleasure. Dedicated to all those slightly wacky water warriors who thrill to the prospect of hurtling down a monster wave, wiping out on a super fast jet ski, or getting some elevation with a windsurfer, this segment takes you out on the water for some wet, wild, and way out action. Here's a segment featuring some unforgettable wipeouts, spectacular spills, and stunning stunts scary enough to keep the rest of us high and dry on the beach in one piece. Talk about a radical approach to windsurfing. How about this indoor version? Need some high winds? No problem. These high-powered jet fans keep the breeze blowing at a steady speed. The ideal conditions create some keen competition as each windsurfer tries to cut the shortest route to the finish line. Gymnastics is perhaps one of the most demanding athletic events in all of sports. Requiring grace, balance, strength, and intense discipline, this sport can reduce even the most skilled performers to a laughingstock. Crash landings, balance beam bobbles, slips, spills, and falls are all part of these gymnastic routines. bruising, bloody, punishing action in the ring is center stage in this segment as we bring you both kickboxing and boxing. Kickboxers rely on a combination of lethal leg kicks and fists to do their damage. Boxing is much less complicated. Two fighters square off in the ring and wail on one another until one falls. Pretty simple. Knockout boxing bouts brings you some of the hottest boxing action around as these fighters throw caution to the wind and go after one another with nothing but bad intentions. It's a knockout combination of boxing at its brutal best. Here's a section featuring some golfers who rely on fan support to get to the green. Now for some golf shots seldom seen anywhere in the world. How about this selection of one-shot wonders? If you were to combine boxing, hockey, along with wrestling, it probably would resemble this. Roller derby is a high-speed gang fight on wheels where guys and gals blast, push, punch, and pummel one another lap after lap until one skater from one team gets in front of the other, or something like that. Strategy, skills, sportsmanship, and all that other stuff gets tossed out the window when the opening whistle signals the skating action to start. Once in high gear, roller derby is a real crowd pleaser, featuring a lineup of ladies capable of wiping out a biker bar without breaking a nail or mussing a do. It's high-speed, rough and tumble roller derby, rockin' fun for everyone. In honor of all those fanatical, frenzied, thrill-seeking fans, fools and fanatics who provide the emotion, energy, and enthusiasm at sporting events all season long, we bring you a star-studded segment of cheering, rooting, pumped-up, psyched supporters doing their thing in the name of school pride, team spirit, and for the love of the games. Thanks for watching the best of sports bloopers. We'll see you in the front row.